Welcome to the overview of the latest updates in Frenetic Planar Tool. We will go through a design together for you to see the design process as well as the changes. Starting off with this exact design, which is a USB Type-C Flyback design. We start off with a core section, selecting the core, which is an ER41 in this case. You can customize dimensions if you need to, in any case, specifying exact dimensions, or you can leave it as it is. In this case, the standard ER41 works. Specifying the material is the next thing. We have chosen a Ferrox Cube 395 material, and the gaps, here we need one gap, 0.2 millimeters, to get the primary inductance. The next step is to specify the PCB area, or in general the winding area, in this case, and as well as the relative positioning to the gaps, to the bottom, the top. This, you can do all of that here. We have two windings, the primary and the secondary. The primary is in blue, so it's 21 turns for these three layers, and 21 turns for these three, and those and these are parallel together in the pins. So we can see the 21 turns. We need 7 turns per layer, 2 layers, and we have 6 layers in total. 2 parallels and 6 layers in total. And we want 1 ounce of copper thickness for all of these layers. So in reality, you could build this as a 2 4-layer PCBs sandwiched together. This is just a recommendation. Why? You would split that because the secondary is much thicker copper. In this case, we need 14 ounces, so that might not be realistic or inexpensive. So you can think of this as a hybrid solution with copper stamps and 2 PCBs, all of them sandwiched together. So for the secondary, we have 3 turns and 1 turn per layer, 1 parallel. So we need those 3 layers, or 3 copper areas, let's put it in general. We can specify the distances to the sides for high voltage clearances. And the primary is connected to a rectified main, so we need that. Distances, layer to layer spacing is important as well. And you can control all of that here. The actual order of the layers can be controlled in this way for any configuration. So we will choose this setup as an interleave design. This case. So moving on, we need to specify a CSV file. So one operating condition in this case, where we see that the primary has something like 2.5 amps and the secondary has 18 amps of current when it's switching. We will account for all 10 harmonics here, which is the maximum. You can control this number to speed up the simulations. If you need to make slight changes, that is a handy thing to do. And when you need the most accurate thing, in the end, you can specify the maximum, and it's going to take a little bit longer, but in any case, it's up to you. So running the simulation, we have the core losses, the total winding losses for each winding. So the sum of all losses is around 1.6 watts, as well as we have the leakage with respect to the primary, around 2.7 micros, and the parasitic effects of this transformer, which is a self-resonant frequency, and the open lumped capacitance to the primary, which is around 85 picofarads, which is a pretty good number for this setup. And we have the primary and the magnetizing inductance, a difference being the leakage between them. As well, you can download the LTspice model by clicking this button. You can give a name to the model, downloading it. Let's use this name, Flyback USB 100 watts. All right. And then if you move on to LTspice, just open the text file, right click, then create symbol, which I've already done, and it's going to create a symbol that you can use that accounts for the parasitic effects and everything that we have simulated before.